crazyalcayne TV.
What's up, what's up? It's your boy crazyalcayne, CAC TV here with Big Said. Birthday party going down. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of things going on. We supposed to do an interview for a minute. We're gonna get it popping right now.
Hip hop happens because of me. Not Bambaataa, not Kaz, not Ralph McDaniels, no one but Big Said. Get that in your skull. Big Said started hip hop years ago. So I'm just gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna give all the other ones credit because they did it on a commercial level, but I started hip hop. I went to BAM with the idea. I went to Curtis Blow with the idea. It was all me. I grew up in Lafayette, over near Soundview. I walked over to the Bronx River Projects and I spoke to BAM and he took it from there. So y'all know Big Said started hip hop. As a matter of fact, I also started Video Music Box. So if y'all want to know the truth, Ralph McDaniels will let you know I started Video Music Box as well. So whatever y'all do, just know that Big Said is the reason why y'all are enjoying hip hop today. I'd have dropped the mic, but you know, I don't want to disrespect, you know. So.
So how exactly did you get?
Never fought it once. Big Said did that shit with a straight face, y'all. He never changed his face. Look, I'm gonna tell a secret. I'm gonna let it out. Big Said did start hip hop. I was there, but he cut me off in like '72. I don't know why the boy cut me off. I was doing my thing. I tried to work hard for him, hard. I told him I was gonna be a DJ, but I didn't know how to DJ. Big Said, tell him what happened.
It's too long of a story, but it happened.
Yeah, for real.
It happened. Oh, and another thing, Slick Rick and Dana Dane went to high school with me. I introduced them to hip hop. So the Great Adventures of Slick Rick was my idea. It was originally the Great Adventures of Cedric, but I let Rick go along with it. So I want to let y'all know. I wrote Nightmares. So they owe it to me. Rick was a lad from England. He knew nothing about hip hop. Nothing about hip hop. And all of a sudden he became Slick Rick? No, it was originally Cedric.
Exactly.
But I let him get there. I let him live. I let him do his thing. So always remember, Big Said started hip hop. The Bronx, BX, Lafayette. All right?
I heard you had something to do with the way Big Daddy Kane rhymes.
Kane? Kane is not even from Brooklyn. Kane moved to Brooklyn after I told him, like, yo, we need somebody in Brooklyn to take it over. So Kane was like, you know what, Said? You're right. Let me move to Brooklyn, take it over so that way we can give BK the credit that it deserves. If it wasn't for me telling Kane to move to Brooklyn, Jay-Z, it wouldn't even be no Jay-Z. It would have been Sean Corey. Who the fuck is Sean Corey? If it wasn't for me telling Kane to move to Brooklyn, and then he mentored Jay-Z, Marcy Projects? Come on. In fact, the name of the projects was Cedric Projects. But we decided to call it Marcy because it sounded a little more ghetto. It sounded a little more hood. So remember, I'm the reason why hip hop is where it is today. So keep that in mind.
Yo, Said is real intricate. He's been involved with the hip hop scene behind the scenes for a long time. He also had a lot to do with the infamous Kid and Play dance. Tell us about that.
Wait, say that again?
You had a lot to do with the Kid and Play dance. You had a lot of influence in that dance. Tell us about how that came about.
Kid didn't even know what a flat top was until he spoke to me. He had a bald head. It took him a couple of years to grow it, and then he cut it. And Play, back in the day, people thought I would Play because we was both the same complexion. But that old dancing shit, them niggas was not dancing until I said, yo, y'all niggas need to do a dance because no one is dancing in hip hop like that. So Kid was like, yo, what should we do? I was like, you a light-skinned ugly nigga, so you need to grow your hair. Make that shit a flat top. Play, you know, people say we favor each other, so I'm like, Play, you good. So I was like, y'all gotta do something different. And back then, nobody was really doing any dancing shit. So I was like, yo, y'all need to do something where y'all vibe off each other and then dance with each other. And DJ Wiz is my partner. Hey, that's not fair. But Wiz was actually a computer geek. I taught Wiz how to DJ. Wiz is from Elmhurst, Queens. Come on, who is from Elmhurst, Queens? There's nobody in Elmhurst, Queens. So I said, Wiz, you know what you need to do? Let me teach you how to scratch so that way you can go on tour, do a cartoon with Kid and Play. Next thing you know, a couple of years later, Herbie Lovebug decided to produce them. All of a sudden, they in the videos doing that dancing shit. All of this, and that. You know, they wasn't doing that shit before. Kid was a light-skinned, ugly guy, bald-headed. I was like, grow your hair, because you know what? People will follow that. Play had that little mustache right here. That was my idea.
So the other thing too was, you know, Dougie Fresh was trying to hone his beatbox skills at the time, and I heard you helped him out with a lot of his skill work with the beatbox.
Let me tell you about Doug. Doug didn't even know how to talk. So I was like, yo, all of that spitting shit you doing, we gotta make that like a boombox. It wasn't a beatbox back then because he didn't understand what he was doing. Doug couldn't really rap, but he was a. So I was like, yo, use that. And I taught him how to use it on time, rhythm, because I have a music background. So it was like 1, 2, 3, 4. He was like, and I was like, what are you doing? He perfected it, and all of a sudden, it was like, yo, you gotta get fresh with that. Next thing I know, he got the Get Fresh crew. And remember, Slick Rick went to school with me. I put Slick Rick on. I introduced Rick to Doug. All of a sudden, it's Dougie Fresh and the Get Fresh crew with Barry B and Chill Will and Slick Rick. Doug asked me to be involved, but I'm like, kid, I don't rap. I'm more of a singer, and I was like, I'm not doing that rap shit. So Rick was like, yo, can I use your rhymes? I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna use them, so you can use them. So everything that says Slick Rick in it was originally said Rick. He took it, ran with it. He was from England, he came over, I was like, yo, use your accent. He ran with it. The rest is history.
This is Crazy Alcayne reporting for CAC TV, getting all the exclusives here on CAC TV. Now we know the true history of hip-hop.
Hip-hop started with Big Said, B-I-G-C-E-D, or Said Rick. Not Slick Rick, but Said Rick. In fact, I'm done.
Crazy Alcayne, we out.
Crazy Alcayne TV.